Hello YouTube, Devi2100 here, and I got another video, and I wanted to talk about today about Kick. And I got my boy up here, the man, the myth himself, the legend, the Dante, who has nothing but hype and vibes. So right now he's got some music that YouTube would consider copyright playing right now. But this dude is rocking out to some Disturbed, which I thought was dope as hell. This man is huge vibes. If you guys aren't coming over here to check this man out already, please go hang out with my man, the Dante, over here. Honestly, though, I wanted to talk about what Kick is like, what we got over here. I got my actual favorite mod and one of my good best friends here on the streaming platform already now, and he has been busting ass on, you know, Twitch for years, and to see him over here now is just absolutely amazing, guys. It's super amazing. And I mean, we've come a long way over here on a very short amount of time that I've been on this platform. I've come a long way over here myself, and I wanted to talk to you all about it, about why I think Kick has been a really good platform and why it's leveling the playing field for a lot of content creators that when we've been struggling on a place that is oversaturated like Twitch, or even on YouTube even, with trying to stream and do all these other things like that. It has become one of those things where it was like we didn't know if we were going to be able to find a place that could actually cater to that little bit of moments that we need. Like, hey, you know, maybe I'm still just, you know, growing my community in this platform or this category or this category, but on Twitch it's so oversaturated that I can never get those people to come in, right? Well, over here you could totally do that, but there's another aspect of it that I think people don't talk about, and a lot of people want to always be like, oh yeah, go to Kick because that 95 split is amazing. Obviously, being paid more money anywhere is going to be more amazing anywhere you go. However, what is not being talked about, and I think Big E did a great job of mentioning this, and I've been saying this for like legitimately since day one, it is the transparency of Kick. Literally how Eddie and Train and everybody handles the entire platform is absolutely amazing. And what I love about it is that you have such a great way of talking to the entire platform, the entire community, and actually get answers. Like if I needed to ask the Kick mods about something like that, I get about 5-6 minutes and then boom, I get a response. That is something I do not get on Twitch. You know, if I need help with something, I can just go and ask somebody in the community or ask, you know, one of the Kick mods, you know. And then promoting myself like on Twitter, into the Discords and other things like that, it actually has had its benefits of actually seeing people coming in, hanging out, and building a community that I am very proud of building over here. And that is something I haven't been able to say in a long time. I've streamed on Twitch for 10 years, and in those 10 years on Twitch, I never got even a tenth of what I felt was the love, the support, the community, the drive to do this as a career, make this into something, to make this into something where I could get brand deals and be like, hey, let's go talk to Razer, HyperX, all these other companies, and be like, hey, I potentially would like to work with you and, you know, get sponsored, have you guys, you know, do some advertising space. And that's another thing that you don't get on Twitch anymore. Click on a stream and tell me how many ads you're gonna face as soon as you click on that. And there's some people that'll be like, oh, I use AdBlock, I use this. I guarantee you, not every time do you turn around that is AdBlock gonna work, because Twitch is always trying to find ways to make sure that they can get around those ad blocks. I know some people use VPNs, that does help as well, but not everybody. Your average everyday user is not going to be using these things, so they're going to deal with anywhere between 3 to 7 ads. Oops, sorry, my bad, if I could count. 7 ads. So 7 ads potentially thrown up there. That's potentially even up to 4 minutes to 5 minutes of ads that you have to suffer through before you can enjoy the content. Do you know what you get to do as soon as you log onto a stream on Kick? You just get content. If I want to go over here and I want to check out Dante, but let's say something happens, I have to refresh the page, guess what? Boom, his stream's still there. I just gotta go over here to the quality, adjust the quality, and there we go. I have his stream back up. I can enjoy his content. There's no fucking ads sitting there playing in my face. I can just enjoy the content. Now, I want to also talk about this really fast, because again, I hear a lot of people go, oh, well, so-and-so's on there. Well, you know what? I guess I guarantee that so-and-so was on Twitch before they were on Kick, and you still were on Twitch. We're still on YouTube, so forth, so on. The big thing? Gambling. Oh, it's ran by Stake. Oh, it's backed by gambling. dude, as if gambling was no longer a thing even at all on Twitch, and it still is, and it's being in a sense backed by gambling in a way, because one of their biggest investors is DraftKings. Well, guess what DraftKings is investing with? Money. It isn't just like, oh hey, we like you. They're like, here's a ton of money, please make sure that we can have our stuff in sports betting and everything like that. I was going like that because that's what actually Slicker was doing, not bots. Just saying, big differences here. Okay, and another big thing too, the hot tubs and pools and tubs and stuff like that, and some of the other stuff that has happened on Kick. Now I want to point out this one, this category, this exists on Twitch. Why do you act like that it doesn't happen? Secondly, the people that did do some stuff that, you know, was a little bit more adult centric, almost like adult film star status, yeah, they got banned. Let's talk about how about the girl on Twitch who did that. It got doggy styled and only got a 3-day ban. Yeah, I think those crickets chirping right there now, yeah, it's about a good sign about, you know, how about shut the hell up. Because honestly, there's no reason for anybody to sit here and come up with any excuse why you shouldn't be switching. The people that are telling you that you should be switching are the people that are scared to make that switch. And you know why they're scared? They're scared of change. And that's fine. Change is scary. But you know what though? Would it be better to have a community that you're proud of, that you can talk to, and go, and when you go live, know that they're going to be there and actually be ready to vibe with you, have a great time with you, versus going live to absolutely nobody? How many years has amazing content creators gone live? They're posting on YouTube, they're posting on Twitter, they're posting on Instagram. They might go live to maybe only like 3, 4, 5 people, but most of the time they're only going live to themselves and maybe their mods at best. And guess what happens? They feel depressed, they feel crushed. They're like, what am I doing wrong? Am I doing something wrong here with this content or this? Am I not posting enough here? Am I not tweeting enough about this? Am I just not making enough meme posts? Whatever the case, right? Not getting enough impressions. But they're doing everything they feel like they can be to grow that channel, but it's not growing. It may not be you. It really may be the platform. And I'm not saying just going over to the Kick is going to just instantly make you have success. What I'm saying is I'll take all that hard work you're putting there on Twitch, YouTube, wherever, and put it over here on Kick. And guess what's going to happen? I really do feel that you're going to grow, you're going to shine, people are going to notice you, and the right eyes that you haven't had watching you, they're going to come watch you. And then over in moments, you're going to end up seeing this massive boom to your confidence, to the way you feel about your community, the way you feel about streaming in general. And you may actually start to feel that love, or maybe that dream that you may have had died, that said, hey, I want to try to pursue this as a career. But then you got on Twitch and realized, oh, everybody wants to do this as a career. But then on top of that, you realize it was so oversaturated that as soon as a new game comes out, you can't play the new game. You gotta go play all these old games, or these in the middle between games, so that way you can build a community up, and then bridge over to this other game that just comes out in hopes that maybe they'll stick around. That's the other shitty thing. A lot of times on Twitch, if you're playing one game like Call of Duty and you switch over to, say, Apex or even StarCraft or whatever the case is, you end up fluctuating and just losing half your viewership right there because they just only watch for the game. That's not okay. But that also might be indicative of how you are as a streamer and as a content creator, and should you maybe change some things there? Because it might be actually being like, hey, you might not be as good of a content creator as you thought you were, but you could also be looking at it as like, hey, maybe, just maybe, it's actually because they're just caring about the video game, and they're like, oh, I only want to watch people that play this game, which there are those people out there, don't get me wrong. Those are like, dude, there's nobody out there that's like that. No, there really is. Sorry about that, everybody. I always forget about the distance between these two. It's not that far. So, one of the other things I really want to also talk about with Kick is that right now with the TOS stuff that's been going on with Twitch, right now one of the biggest things that you cannot do, cannabis and vaping. Guess what? These are two things I do every day on my streams, and I have no issues with that. I don't get in trouble with anybody. And in fact, I'm a verified channel on Kick. So that actually speaks a lot for what could potentially be used for branding and deals. And you best bet I'm going to be trying to work hard with trying to get cannabis farms and other things like that and vape companies to actually be able to get promoted on my channel, so that way we can actually have them get the love and respect and the actual limelight, the limelight that they deserve, the limelight they have not been able to get in a very long time. And here's why I want to do so. I, work in a vape shop as a 9-to-5 job, so that is where you see a lot of the Monday to Thursday streams, 2:00 p.m. Pacific time. Again, reminder, that is when we go live. And if you want to come and hang out with all of us while we're live, Link will be in the description below. Kick.com/Devi2100. Come hang out with us. I'd love to have you in there. But I would love to see, though, the big thing happen here is that, you know, like the education of cannabis and vaping and helping people understand why things should be given as ultimately choices. We shouldn't be taking away, especially like government restricting tons of vaping flavors and other things like that around here in the United States. We need to have that more open, so that way if somebody wants to quit smoking or they want to use something like vaping in order to have nicotine but not have the worrisomes of, oh, am I gonna die of cancer, oh, you know, what's all being pumped into the cigarette, they can actually vape, and there's only going to be 4 ingredients in there, you know, nicotine flavoring, vegetable glycerin, or sorry, vegetable glycol, and propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin. There we go. Yeah, I had it right the first time. I was just an idiot. But that's what I'm talking about. We need to have more stuff like that, though. Talking about, like, when I talk about cannabis and I talk to people and I hear people go, oh man, I can't smoke indicas, I can only smoke sativas, or I can only smoke, you know, indicas, and I can't smoke sativas because it makes me great. It's because you don't understand terpene profiles, and terpene profiles are the biggest thing that you need to understand, and terpenes are found in everything. Mango, strawberries, hops, like anything you eat and drink most likely has terpenes in it. Mangoes have the highest profiles of it, but, you know, I digress. Nobody's ever really actually been able to fully study whether or not if you ate a bunch of mangoes and then smoked weed, does it increase your high. It could be more of a placebo effect. Some people say it does, some people say it doesn't. Who knows? But there is actually things out there that have terpenes in it. And on top of that, I would love to see more educations actually, like in the school fronts and things like that, about the actual use of cannabis. How, if you're going to use cannabis, how can you use it and be productive still? And one of the other things too is, does it still have medicinal properties? Because yes, I do believe it does. THC and CBD. I don't believe that it's just a CBD that has medicinal properties. I do believe, as being an epileptic who's used cannabis for many years, that I have actually benefited from both using of CBD and THC combined with a kind of entourage effect, as we like to call it. So that is kind of where I'd like to see that on that side of it. But getting back to Kick itself, I have seen such amazing growth, and when you see that there's been over 5 million accounts created, and every day there's over 200,000 streamers going live at once, that is mind-blowing. And here's the biggest thing I really would love to see more of. See, right now on Kick, we have kind of a little bit of a weird issue here. We still, as our viewership, have mostly other streamers as our viewers. We would love to see people who just love to ingest content and just want to be viewers, not streamers. I want to see more streamers too, but I want to see more floods of actual just viewers coming in, hanging out, vibing with us, and exploring all the amazing channels. Not just mine. I'm not doing this to promote my channel. I do this to promote everybody else's channel that's on Kick that I believe that are amazing content creators. And you know what? You can pop into my stream, hit Discord, or ! Discord in my chat, pop on in, and you can meet a shitload of them all in there, right there, and be like, yo, what's your channel? Let me pop on in, tap in there. Go to my Twitter, you'll find more of them there. There is tons of people that I've been able to meet over here on Kick that I have been blown away by their drive, their passion, and everything that I've seen be squashed by Twitch over a course of a month. I've seen so many people just start off and be like instantly, oh man, I'm gonna be this brand new content creator, I'm gonna start doing all this stuff, it's gonna be so much fun, I'm actually gonna enjoy all this stuff, and then next thing I know, gone instantly, in a flash. The love, the passion, the dream, gone. Why? Because Twitch snuffed it out, because Twitch made them believe that they could never accomplish it because it's just too hard, because there's too many people, or they're not good enough, whatever the case is. So many things like this happen to so many good people, and it's beyond heart-wrenching. So please, I urge you guys, even if you're not really fully ready to jump straight over to Kick, make an account, start, you know, getting all your stuff ready up, you know, the overlays, emotes, things like that, your chatbots, and just dip your toes in. Just dip your toes in just a tiny bit and be like, oh, how is it? How's the waters over here? How's everybody over here treating me? You know, because honestly, I feel like Kick will be the better place for a lot of people, and honestly, I'm not sure where Twitch is gonna be going here in the next few, like, I'd say year, 2 years. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, guys, because I think Twitch is actually doing things almost purposely to shoot itself in the foot. And here's a big thing to think about: Ninja willingly coming over to fucking Kick without him having to have a contract signed, willingly comes over and starts streaming because why? Kick supports multi-streaming. We support multi-streaming unlike any other platform. So I highly suggest really think about all the names that are coming over and all the names that already have come over, and also think about this too. Whenever he goes, yeah, but what if it goes the route of Mixer? All these big heads at Kick have already said this. If you were worried about the money issue, about them signing all these people and all this other stuff, a lot of that money was already allocated and ready to go for those signings before all this went in place. And a lot of them are actually, I feel like, as far as what I've been kind of hearing in the grapevine, are being paid directly from Train himself. Like, he's signing these people and paying out of his pocket to sign them to the company, so it's not taken from the company. And on top of that, pretty much there is going to be another level to the partner program, and once everybody accomplishes that level, there is going to be like payouts, all this extra stuff, all this extra money. But guess what? Nobody that's been signed that's going to have like a special contract, all this other stuff, they can't do any double dipping. So they're not going to be able to take away from all these partner programs that Kick is trying to build to make an actual sustainable foundation for its content creators. I believe in this platform, guys, and I truly believe, because of the fact the way Eddie and Train have done this, I really believe that you all should get back behind this as well and join us all on this crusade to show Twitch and other content creators that are over there still, this is how things should be done, and it can be done in the right way. And these guys are fucking crushing it, guys. They're fucking crushing it. Join me over there on Kick as well. Again, kick.com/Devi2100. I'd love to have you in the chat. Come and talk to me what you think about Kick. Let me know what you'd like to see changed up as well. Because guess what? Kick does listen to your voices. And if we can also maybe tweet out to him, get in touch with the actual mod support, all that stuff like that, we might be able to make changes that you are looking forward to seeing happen that much quicker. Because guess what? They are constantly listening. They're constantly updating. And this thing is only in beta. Imagine what it's going to be like once Kick is fully actually launched and it's no longer got the beta tag, that we're finally out here crushing it. Thinking a year from now, I'm excited to see where we're gonna be. So fucking excited. I haven't been excited like this in years. And I have got a passion, a burning drive in me that I have not had in years, guys. And I'm excited to see where we're gonna go. So buckle up, motherfuckers, because it's gonna be a crazy fucking ride. So it's been Devi2100 though, and I cannot wait to see y'all in my chat. Cannot wait to see the comments down below. If you love this video, hit that like button. Hell, hit that dislike button. I don't give a shit. But also subscribe to the channel because I love y'all and I want to see more of y'all in the chat. Much love. Peace out. See you in the next one.